This picture gives information about government budget distribution. In the picture, the biggest one is education, which is about 30%, and the smallest one is social welfare, which is about 10%. In the picture, there are minimum and maximum 15 and 20%. In conclusion, this picture gives information about government budget distribution.
The given graph gives information about government budget distribution. According to the image, it is clearly visible that the highest value in education, which is around 30%, and the lowest value in social welfare, which is around 10%. Overall, the image includes elements such as education to social welfare. The image includes data like 0 to 30%. To conclude, the graph is very informative and significant. Also provide detailed information about government budget distribution.
The bar graph provides information about government budget distribution. The y-axis represents the percentage of total budget, which is 0 to 30%, and the x-axis represents the departments, which is education, defense, and public health. The primary feature of this bar graph is infrastructure and social welfare. Moreover, it shows the comparison between the defense and the public health. The highest percentage shows by the education, which is around 30%, and the lowest percentage shows by the public health, which is around 20%. To conclude, this image is very informative and provide information about the government budget distribution.
The bar chart is about government budget distribution. Along the y-axis, we can observe percentage of total budget percentage, and furthermore, in the x-axis, we have different departments constitutes of education, defense, public health departments, infrastructure, and social welfare. From the bar chart, it is observed that education has the highest number in blue, while the social welfare in orange has the lowest percent, which is 10. Furthermore, moving towards other departments, defense has 25, public health departments have 20, and infrastructure has 15. That's it from this bar chart of government budget distribution among different departments.
This bar chart gives information about government budget distribution. In the bottom of this picture, I can see departments such as education, defense, public health, and infrastructure, social welfare. At the left of this picture, I can see percentage of total budget, which is between 0 to 30%. The maximum number is for education, which is approximately 30%, followed by defense, which is 25%, and public health has 20%. The lowest one is for social welfare, which is less than 10%, and infrastructure. The green bar graph reveals information about government budget distributions. After skimming the picture, I can see that highest proportion is covered by education, which is 30%, followed by defense, which is 25%. However, the smallest proportion is covered by social welfare, which is 10%. We can see that a huge comparison between public health departments and infrastructure, which are 20 and 15. Overall, the bar graph shows an decreasing trend in government budget distributions.
This image is mainly about government budget. Firstly, the highest value of this image are 15, 20, 25, and 30. Secondly, the lowest value of this image are 0, 5, and 10. Moreover, it gives information about education, defense, and public health department, and it gives information about infrastructure and social welfare. Lastly, it shows the different types of color, the highest and lowest values. I think it is enough. Thank you so much.
The image provided is a bar graph that gives information about the government budget distribution, while the x-axis represents education, defense, public health, and social welfare. The y-axis represents 5, 15, 20, and 30. It is evident that the education department has the highest budget, which is above 30%. A notable observation is that social welfare has the least budget, which is below 15%. Overall, the image highlights different departments having different budgets like education, public health, and infrastructure.
This picture shows necessary information about government budget The x-axis talks about different departments like education and defense, and y-axis talks about percentage of total budget, which are 5%, 10%, 20%. From the picture it's evident that highest value is 20% covered by education, shown with blue color, and the lowest value is 10% of social welfare, shown with orange color. Other information is given about defense, which is 25%, shown with green color, public health 20%, shown with red color, and infrastructure 15% depicted with purple color, which highlights the key information. Overall, the bar graph is very informative.
The given bar chart gives information about government budget distribution. The bar chart has two factors. One is a department such as education, defense, and public health, while the other is percentage, which varies from 0 to 30. It is evident the maximum value is for the education, which is almost 30, whereas the minimum value is for the social welfare, which is almost 10. On addition to that, defense contains the value of 25%, public health departments contains the value of 20%, whereas infrastructure also containing the value of 15%. To conclude, the image gives information about the government budget.
This chart presents information about the government budget distribution. Among the all to the highest significant value is education, which is the 30%. On the other hand, the lowest element is the social welfare, which is the 10%. Additionally, it can be observed that defense and public health department are similar, 25% and 20% respectively. Among the all and other element is infrastructure, which is the 50%. Finally, the difference between component are evident and well defined.
The bar chart gives information about government budget distribution. According to the picture, the number for public health departments is 20. However, the number for defense is higher, about 25. The highest number is for education, about 30%. Conversely, the lowest value is for social welfare, which is just 10%. Furthermore, other items include infrastructure is 15%. Overall, this picture presents information about government budget distribution.
The graph provides the information of government budget distribution. There are lots of the sector has been discussed, such as education, defense, public health departments, infrastructure, and social welfare. And the percentages of the total budget has been given in percentage. The highest amount of the budget has been allocated for the education, and the value was 30, followed by the defense, and the value was 25%. On the other hand, social welfare has got the lowest amount of the budget allocation, and the value was only 10. In conclusion, public health sales reform has got the value of 20 respectively.
The image is a picture of a bar chart that provides information about government budget distribution. It presents several important data such as percentage of total budget and also different department in the government. The highest value is found in education, while the lowest value is observed in social welfare. In conclusion, this provides clear summary and important insights of the information shown.
The bar graph gives the information about the government budget distribution. It can be observed at some various words such as percentage of total budget and the departments. On the y-axis there are some departments such as education, defense, public health department, infrastructure and social welfare. On the x-axis there are some numbers such as 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on. And the highest area is covered by the education, which is 30%, and the lowest area is covered by the social welfare, which is approx 10%. Overall, the bar graph gives the information about the government budget distributions.